Marine Title Amendment Bill. Apologies, I have a bit of a throat thing going on if my voice does break, or I go into coughing fit. My apologies in advance. Madam Speaker, the Marine and Coastal Area Takutai Moana Customary Marine Title Amendment Bill, the aim of it is to amend the 2011 Act to provide much more clarity and certainty around how customary marine titles are determined. Now, particularly in response to recent legal judgments, re Edwards in case in point, that have created some confusion, some ambiguity about Parliament's original intent. And so this amendment bill, Madam Speaker, is about, as the Minister Goldsmith in his first speech this morning, it's about reducing that ambiguity of the test for customary title. New Zealand First is supportive of this. It fulfils a coalition agreement between New Zealand First and National, and so therefore it is a very much a pleasure to rise to speak to this. We believe that the focus, it addresses New Zealand's First focus on the sovereignty of Parliament, fairness and transparency in legal processes. And we've heard already in speeches today a lot of whitewater coming from across the other side of the House, a bit of victimhood sounding whitewater, which undoubtedly they'll be pulled down by the undercurrent if they keep that up. Because really this enables certainty and clarity, which is most important to ensure that the sovereignty of Parliament. We must also ensure, Madam Speaker, that the fairness in the process of determining customary marine titles by requiring evidence of that continuous exclusive use of those marine areas, rather than allowing claims based solely on just cultural or spiritual associations. So, Madam Speaker, it is about correcting these legal loopholes that have recently been highlighted, that we support the changes to close those loopholes that could allow groups to claim customary marine title without proper evidence of that uninterrupted occupation. Importantly also, the bill reinforces that principle, Madam Speaker, that the burden of proof lies with the applicant group, ensuring that those claims to marine and coastal areas are based on robust evidence. So therefore, Madam Speaker, I'm pleased to commend this bill to the House.
I'm getting a headache again. And I've run out of ibuprofen.
Oh.
But what the fuck was she waffling on about? Seriously. It's like...
She was doing the news. She was doing what they do in the news, is what happens when you've got a gap that you've got to fill. So you waffle, it sounds important, but there's really nothing substantive about that.
I mean, I've got this interesting little piece from RNZ. So a judgment by the Court of Appeal found groups only needed to show that they had enough control over the area that they could keep others from using it, in situations where the law itself had prevented them from doing so could be ignored. So that's the really important part, is that last part. And that's what the courts are kind of like working with. And that's what National is more or less trying to get rid of. And they call that a hole.
Yeah. Oh, God.